Hello, and welcome to the Torah Outreach Program, Erev Shabbos Verse of Inspiration. Today's Verse of Inspiration is sponsored by Mr. Moshe Rabowski, the iloy Nishmas, his grandfather, Gedalia, Lieb, and Yakov Shlomo. I'm sitting here, literally, inside Kever, the tomb of one of the imahos, the mothers of the Jewish people, the wife of Yakov. This is the Shabbos before Tisha B'Av. And I'm thinking about a famous midrash that when Yisroel was crying over the destruction of the temple, Hashem told him, go to the Avos, go to your forefathers. They know how to pray, they know how to cry. Wake them up. And he went to the Avos. He went to Mars Machpelah in Hebron. He went to here in Bethlehem, Kever. He went to the edge of Eretz Yisroel and called out to Moshe, not knowing where he was buried. And all the Avos went back and came to Hashem. And they complained, and they cried. And each one came with their incredible sacrifices that they made for God. And each one was turned down. Avram went through 10 tests. That wasn't good enough to save the Jewish people. Yitzchak jumped on an altar ready to be sacrificed. It wasn't good enough to save the Jewish people. Moshe, he brought the Torah to the Jewish people and led them through the desert for 40 years as a faithful shepherd. Wasn't good enough. Comes along Rachel Imenu, and she said, Ribono Shalom, God, I wanted with all my heart to marry Yakov. And then I found out that Leah was being switched from me. I could have easily not said a word. She had a veil on, and that's why they were able to sneak her in. My father was able to sneak her in. But Yakov and I suspected my father of foul play. So we made up a signal between us. I could have gotten away with not saying anything. And Leah would be found out under the chuppah at her wedding day. But I said to myself, how could I let my sister be embarrassed? And I said nothing. I did not say anything to Yakov, but at the same time, I told Leah the signals. And I gave away my greatest dream for someone else. I swallowed my human nature to be jealous of my sister who took away the one man I dreamt for my entire life. Will you save the Jewish people for that? Will you forgive them for that? And Hashem said, for you, Rachel, I'm going to save the Jewish people. Don't cry. Hold yourself back from crying. Because I promise you, the day will come and the cries that you've cried already will be listened to. And the Jewish people will go back to their borders. And the Beis HaMikdash will be rebuilt. What can we learn from this? God wasn't looking for the big headlines. Jumping on an altar. Passing 10 tests. Leading the Jewish people for 40 years and putting up with all the pain and the suffering that came with. He was looking for one thing. Do you care about somebody else? Are you willing to give up what's good for you because of what's good for somebody else? Does it hurt you that somebody else might become embarrassed because of something you did or something you didn't do? That's what Hashem was looking for. And that's what's going to bring us back. Shabbos.